डन हुआ बेटा, डन. Body is thrown vertically upward with a velocity u. The greatest height to which it rise is, कितनी हाइट होगी मैक्सिमम बताइए. डन मरादुल्ला. Is Hamna
No,
today?
sir.
Hamna is going to have his first absent today for the first time.
No, sir, she was present.
She is present. अरे
Yes, sir.
यार Hamna, how are you? Hamna, are you there? Hamna. मैं सरप्राइज हो जाता कि Hamna शायद से एब्सेंट कर गई आज. बहुत अच्छी बच्ची है. चलिए डन बेटा. डू क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. Hamna, are you there? Hamna, पता नहीं कहीं गई तो नहीं ऐसा.
So can you explain this question?
Why not? Why not? Sure बेटा. Let's you do it by your own. अपने आप करो, मैं हेल्प करता हूँ आपकी. Just imagine कि initial velocity is something u, and the final velocity at the highest point will become 0. So where you have to write the formula. Okay, and the highest displacement is h, so s is equals to h, and g is actually minus g. Means acceleration is actually minus g. Acceleration due to gravity is minus g. Minus g. Why minus g? Because it is moving against the gravity. It is moving upward. Okay, so a is minus g. Okay, so now drive, you need to calculate the value, the maximum height it reached to. So you write this formula, that is s is equals to ut plus half at square, and in this you have to put here h, u and t will become 0, then half into gt square. That calculate according this, ये value put करके आप निकालो. No. The time is not given. So don't use this equation. Use the equation that is the s is equals to v square is equals to u square plus 2as. Use this equation in this one. And then, now tell me what would be the answer.
Sir, B.
B. B. Yeah, it would be B. Hamna, where were you? I was just calling your name and you were not answering. Okay, so it would be B. So right here, v square is become 0 and u is actually u square plus 2 into minus g into h. So you need to find out the value of h. So that would be equivalent to u square. This will u square become minus here, minus 2gh. So this will get cancelled out. You need to find out the value of h. So h will be equals to u square by 2g. Okay, u square by 2g. So B is the correct option. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so do next question. Miraj, you got my point?
No, sir. Can you explain it again?
Why not, beta? Here I'm saying that the initial velocity is 0. Why? Because it is 0. Sorry, initial velocity is something. जब आप किसी चीज को ऊपर थ्रो करते हैं तो कोई ना कोई initial velocity आपको देनी होती है. So that is u. At the highest point, its final velocity becomes 0. So because stop होके वापस आनी शुरू होगी तो उसकी initial final velocity 0 हो जाएगी. So s is equals to, I'm assuming that it is h, and a is equals to minus g. Okay, so here it is. So we have to write here that accordingly you have to put this value. You have to use this formula v square is equal to u square plus 2as and do this one. अभी आप करिए, आप निकालेंगे वैल्यू अपने आप. निकालिए बेटा, एक बार ट्राई कीजिए, बिना देखे निकालिए. ट्राई कीजिए, ट्राई वंस. Okay, Miraj, have you done or still struggling? This v square will become 0. Miraj,
Yes, sir.
this v square will become 0. Why? Because the final velocity is 0 in this question. U square is u square, and 2 into g is, why g is minus, acceleration is minus g because it is moving against the gravity. Speed is constantly decreasing. When you throw something upward, so its speed decreases. So we have right here minus g into s is displacement is h, the maximum height. So that will become u square is equals to, means you have to write it like this way, that is 0 is equals to u square minus 2gh. 2gh. So this 2gh bring this side, so you will become 2gh is equals to u square. Now you need to find out this value of h, so h is equals to u square upon 2g. Got my point now?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Now do the question number 3.
Sir, D.
D.
Sir, D.
Okay, a numerical ratio of the displacement to the distance for moving the object is displacement to distance. It will be equal to 1 or less than 1. Yes, it will be. क्योंकि displacement और distance जब बराबर होंगे, distance, displacement upon distance. So you have to write here displacement up ऊपर. Okay, displacement. The displacement upon distance, when the condition is like this, displacement upon distance, that अगर ये equal है, दोनों equal है तो ये कट जाएंगे. That would be 1. And if, but in any condition, displacement can never be greater than the distance. एक तो ये कंडीशन हो सकती है कि दोनों बराबर हो सकते हैं, लेकिन ये कंडीशन कभी नहीं हो सकती कि डिस्प्लेसमेंट ज्यादा हो जाए, मतलब न्यूमरेटर ज्यादा हो जाए डिनोमिनेटर से. इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. Numerator will always, means displacement will always be less than the distance. It can be equal but cannot be greater. So if it is equal, then it will going to have 1, and if it is actually greater than small, if the distance is greater and displacement is smaller, then it will be going to have the less than 1. So D is the correct option. So do the next question.
Sir, B.
B, if the displacement of a distance is proportional to the square of the time, then the object will move. So what is it? If the distance of an object is proportional to the square of time. So if I'm saying displacement of an object, yani S is directly proportional to the square of time, then the object moves with uniform velocity, uniform acceleration, increasing acceleration, or decreasing. We can say that if the displacement is doubled, so means if I'm saying that if the time is doubled, or we can say that if the displacement is doubled, so time will be taken 4 times. So actually it is decreasing acceleration. It is decreasing acceleration because displacement is directly proportional, is proportional to the square of time. So what does this statement means? This statement means that actually displacement is directly proportional to the square of time. So wait a minute. If I'm doubling this one, if the distance is doubled, then it would take 4 times more, means time usko 4 गुना लगेगा. If this is doubled, then it will be 4 times. Time will be taken as 4 times. So in that case, actually we can say that uniform acceleration is not possible. Increasing acceleration, decreasing acceleration. So अगर मैं इसको 3 times कर दूं तो time will be, अब उसी distance को निकालने के लिए हम लोग को टाइम लगेगा 9 times. तो इसका मतलब है कि स्पीड जो है वो कॉन्स्टेंटली डिक्रीज कर रही है. or you can prove this one by using the formula that s is equals to ut plus half at square actually. Okay, now if the initial velocity and time we are considering as 0, that initial velocity of an object is 0, it is starting from rest, so we can write here s is equals to half at square, and this is a constant term, तो इसको हम लोग हटा देते हैं हाफ को, तो s is directly proportional to at square. Okay, at square. So if I'm calculating the value of a, so a will be actually a is equals to s upon t square, s upon t square. So escalation will be inversely proportional to the square of time. So more the escalation, lesser will be the time here. So you can write here, or more the time, if we calculate that this is a uniform acceleration, uniform, let assume that it is uniform acceleration, then s if we assume that acceleration is uniform, so we can say that s is equals to directly proportional for the time. So b is the correct option, uniform acceleration. Got my point? Got my point? If we assume that acceleration is uniform, then in that case we can say that as will be directly proportional to the square of time. Now do the next question.
Sir, B.
B. Yes, velocity is constant for every time. So when the velocity is constant, this graph is showing that the velocity is constant. If it is, the value is 50, so at every time it is 50, it is not changing. So it will say that it is moving with uniform motion, in the uniform motion. Velocity is not changing, so we'll say that is in uniform motion. Okay. रेस्ट में, रेस्ट पर जब होता, जब ये टाइम और यहाँ पर डिस्प्लेसमेंट होता, सो डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज फिक्स, सपोज ये 100 मीटर होता तो 100 मीटर से आगे नहीं बढ़ रहा टाइम के साथ, सो दैट इट विल बी रेस्ट. तो ये रेस्ट की कंडीशन होती है, ये यूनिफॉर्म मोशन की कंडीशन है, यूनिफॉर्म मोशन. गॉट इट हमना?
Yes, sir.
ओके, लेट्स मूव फर्दर. डू दिस वन.
Sir, D.
Suppose a boy is riding a,
Sir, C.
suppose a boy is enjoying a ride on a merry-go-round using which is moving with a constant speed 10 meter per second. Okay. It implies the boy is at rest. Moving with zero acceleration is the correct option. अगर स्पीड 10 मीटर पर सेकंड है तो उसका मतलब क्या होगा कि उसकी स्पीड जो है फिक्स है, और फिक्स स्पीड में मतलब नो एक्सेलरेशन, कोई चेंज नहीं हो रही स्पीड. सो बी इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन फॉर दिस वन. 6. गॉट Miraj and Hamna and
Yes,
Maridula.
sir.
Okay, so speed is not changing because it is constant, so no acceleration. So do question number 7. Under AVT graph, AVT graph, the physical quantity which has no unit, the area under VT graph, under a VT, velocity time है ये, under a VT graph is represent which physical quantity which has unit, जिसका unit क्या होता है. So area under VT graph क्या होता है बेटा, बहुत अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन किया है मैंने. V इंटू टी जो भी होता है ना वो होता है, क्योंकि एरिया को हम लोग कैसे लिखते हैं, अगर हम लोग को इसको रेक्टेंगल का एरिया निकालना होता है तो कैसे लिखते हैं, L इंटू बी. सो इस तरह से V इंटू टी कर दीजिए, जो भी वैल्यू आएगी वही देगा. तो वेलोसिटी इंटू टाइम क्या होता है, डिस्प्लेसमेंट क्या होता है.
Displacement.
So डिस्प्लेसमेंट की यूनिट क्या होती है, मीटर. क्या होती है यूनिट डिस्प्लेसमेंट की, मीटर. सो यू हैव टू राइट हियर मीटर. ओके,
Yes, sir.
not much. Let's move further. Do question number 4, sorry 8.
So option B.
Option B. A car A, B, C, D are moving on a level ground. A distance whereas time graph as shown in figure. Choose the correct statement. A car A is faster than car D. Car B is slowest. Car D is fastest than car C. Car C is slowest. So you have to write it distance time graph. So area under a distance time graph, more distance in less time. So we can simply say that car C is fastest. कार सी इज फास्टेस्ट देन अदर, सबसे फास्टेस्ट कार सी है. सो हम बोलेंगे एंड कार बी इज द स्लोवेस्ट. कार बी इज द स्लोवेस्ट बिकॉज इट इज considering more distance in lesser time. So we can say that car A is faster than car D. No, it is slower. Car B is slowest. Yes, car B is slowest. So here we can say that B is the correct option. Okay, because it is the slowest, then उसके first A है, उसके बाद D, उसके बाद C. Okay, let's move further. Tell me this one.
So A.
A. Okay, A. Okay, A is the correct option. Which of the following represent the uniform motion? The distance time graph. A is the correct option. Do question number 10.
Sir, displacement B.
स्लोप ऑफ वेलोसिटी टाइम ग्राफ गिव्स डिस्प्लेसमेंट, यस अभी पढ़ा था हम लोगों ने. नो 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 नो, स्लोप स्लोप बेटा, एरिया एरिया. देखो वीटी की बात चल रही है ना, वीटी की, तो v इंटू टी करने पर आता है डिस्प्लेसमेंट. डिस्प्लेसमेंट और इसका मतलब है कि वेलोसिटी और टाइम की प्रोडक्ट, प्रोडक्ट मतलब एरिया, will gives you displacement, and slope is velocity upon time, that is acceleration. velocity upon time क्या होता है? acceleration होता है. कैसे पता चला आपको? कैसे पता चला? देखो a is equals to v minus u upon t होता है, और आपको पता है कि v minus u is actually velocity ना. अगर आप 50 मीटर पर सेकंड में से 20 मीटर पर सेकंड को माइनस करेंगे तो आंसर आपके पास मीटर पर सेकंड में ही आएगा ना, वेलोसिटी ही आएगी. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि वेलोसिटी v माइनस यू करके जो भी आंसर आएगा वो कुछ डिस्टेंस बन जाए या फिर वो कुछ केजी में आ जाए, नहीं. इट विल बी इन मीटर पर सेकंड. इफ यू सब्ट्रैक्ट 50 मीटर पर सेकंड में से अगर आप 20 मीटर पर सेकंड को सब्ट्रैक्ट करते हैं, यू विल गोइंग टू हैव 30 मीटर पर सेकंड. सो द यूनिट विल बी मीटर पर सेकंड. सो हियर तो we can say that acceleration is actually v by t, यानी velocity upon time, and that v upon t means slope का मतलब होता है कि आप उसको फ्रैक्शन में लिखेंगे v upon t, and whatever the value comes here that will be the equivalent to the slope of that one. तो जैसे v upon t जो होता है वो इक्वल होता है एक्सेलरेशन के, सो यू हैव टू राइट हियर एक्सेलरेशन. इसी तरह से अगर मैं डिस्प्लेसमेंट टाइम करता तो डिस्प्लेसमेंट टाइम ग्राफ में डिस्टेंस अपॉन टाइम, डिस्प्लेसमेंट अपॉन टाइम होता है स्पीड, वेलोसिटी. वेलोसिटी, डिस्प्लेसमेंट अपॉन टाइम इज वेलोसिटी. सो एक्चुअली अगर मैं डिस्प्लेसमेंट टाइम ग्राफ का स्लोप बोलूं, स्लोप, तो स्लोप इन डिस्प्लेसमेंट टाइम ग्राफ विल गिव्स यू वेलोसिटी, and slope in velocity time graph will gives you acceleration. अब अगर मैं डिस्प्लेसमेंट टाइम ग्राफ की प्रोडक्ट करता हूं तो ये ये एरिया देगा. अब डिस्प्लेसमेंट इनटू टाइम ग्राफ, डिस्प्लेसमेंट इनटू टाइम कोई फिजिकल क्वांटिटी नहीं होती है, डिस्प्लेसमेंट इनटू टाइम कुछ नहीं होता है. सो ये कुछ नहीं मिलेगा, मतलब सिर्फ इसमें डिस्प्लेसमेंट अपॉन टाइम वाला ही सिर्फ रहेगा, क्योंकि इसमें s इंटू टी कोई फिजिकल क्वांटिटी नहीं होती है. जबकि वेलोसिटी टाइम ग्राफ में v इंटू टी भी एक फिजिकल क्वांटिटी है, दैट इज फिजिकल डिस्प्लेसमेंट, एंड v बाई टी इज ऑल्सो अ फिजिकल क्वांटिटी, दैट इज एक्सेलरेशन. सो v बाई टी करेंगे तो स्लोप, और v इंटू टी करेंगे तो एरिया. सो एरिया अंडर वी टी ग्राफ, एरिया अंडर वी टी ग्राफ जो भी कुछ होगा that will be going to give you displacement. Got my point or still having some doubt?
Yes, sir. Got your point.
Hamna, Miraj, got my point? ये दोबारा समझाऊं बेटा?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. So v into t यानी velocity into time. अगर into कर रहे हैं आप, जो भी जिसका भी आपने ग्राफ लिया है, आपने वेलोसिटी टाइम लिया तो आप वेलोसिटी इंटू टाइम की मल्टीप्लाई कर दीजिए, फिर जो एरिया होगा वो उसी के इक्वल होगा जो वेलोसिटी इंटू टाइम करके आंसर आएगा. और अगर आप वेलोसिटी अपॉन टाइम करते हैं तो जो वेलोसिटी अपॉन टाइम करने पर इक्वल होगा वो उसके इक्वल आएगा. और वेलोसिटी अपॉन टाइम मतलब स्लोप, फ्रैक्शन में लेते हैं तो स्लोप, प्रोडक्ट में लेते हैं तो एरिया. ओके, सो लेट्स डू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. डू दिस क्वेश्चन.
Sir, A.
In which of the following case the motion, the distance moved, and the magnitude of the displacement are equal? The car is moving on a straight road. The car is moving in a circular path. Pendulum is moving in to and fro motion, and the earth is revolving around the sun. So first is the correct option. The car is moving in a straight road. When the car is moving on a straight road, then its displacement and distance will be equal. Okay. Let's do some numerical problems. So do question number 14.
No.
Done. Done, beta.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me the answer.
Sir, the distance traveled by the object won't be 0.
Displacement is 0.
No, sir, the distance traveled by the object would not
Is
be 0.
could not be 0. Yes, we know that it could not be 0. The girl traveling on a straight path and drop a letter and come back to her final positions. So 8.4 plot the velocity time graph for the same. So इसके लिए आपको एक velocity time graph बनाना है, मतलब displacement time graph आपको given है, आपको एक velocity time graph बनाना है. So how will you be able to make the velocity time graph for this one? So here if she is moving and 50 seconds में अगर वो जा रही है 50 seconds में 100 meter, so it means 2 meter per second speed हो गई. Uniform velocity 2 meter per second. So we can see that if I'm making this velocity time graph here, so if it is first 50 seconds and this is another 100 seconds, okay, and this is the velocity, and that is 2 meter per second, 2 meter per second. So here we can say that she is moving with initial velocity. That is, no, I have to make this graph like this way. Make this graph like this way. I have to make this graph beta like this way. Okay, this one is positive 2 meter per second, and this one is negative 2 meter per second. This one is 50 seconds time, 50 second, and this one is 100 second time. Okay, so for the first 50 seconds, her velocity is like this, 2 meter per second. And for the next 50 seconds, her velocity is actually minus 2 meter per second. Got my point? Done?
Yes, sir.
So that is the correct graph for this equation. Got Hamna? And Miraj? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Because she is going to have the, when she will be coming back with the same, so it is decreasing, that her velocity is we can say that negative में आ जाएगी. क्यों आ जाएगी negative में? Because she is coming back to her home with the same velocity, क्योंकि वो उतने टाइम में दोबारा 100 मीटर को कवर कर रही है डिस्टेंस. मतलब 100 से अब 0 हो रहा है, तो उसका मतलब है कि वो फिर से वापस अपने ही पोजीशन पर जा रही है, यानी कि उसको फिर से माइनस यानी उल्टी डायरेक्शन में उतना ही स्पीड से वो चल रही है यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी से. So that will be minus. Okay, now let's move to the next question. Do question number 15, then 16. 15 and 16 कीजिए दोनों.
Sir, which one should we do?
15 and 16 दोनों. Both.
Sir, so the answer for the first 15th question is 160 meter.
Yes, Miradullah. For the question number 15, the cars start from rest along the x-axis with a constant acceleration of 5 meter per second square for 8 seconds. So if it continues the constant velocity, then if it continues the constant velocity, what is the distance will it cover in 12 seconds since they started from rest? So first of all, you need to calculate its distance in 8 seconds. Okay. So in 8 seconds, you have to first calculate its distance as well as its final velocity. So its final velocity after 8 seconds will become v is equals to u plus at. So u is 0 and a is actually 8. 8 fives are 40. Sorry, 5 into 8. This is 40. So its velocity will become 40 meter per second after the 8 seconds. So it will cover a distance. How much distance will it cover? So you can cover it as is equals to ut plus half at square. Half at square. So you can write it. The s is equals to ut is 0. So you can write here half a. What is the value of a? A is 5 and t is actually 8 into 8. So you can get it 1 and you will get here 4. So 4 5s are 20 and 22s are 28s are 160. So it will be 160 meter. So 160 meter is the distance that is being covered by it in 8 seconds. So now moving towards the car is traveling means 8 to 12. Now its velocity is constant. So from 8 to 9, it is covering 40 because it is moving with 40 meter per second. Here it is 40 meter, again 40 meter, again 40 meter. So up to 12, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, and it will be मतलब 4 सेकंड में अगले 4 सेकंड में it will be covering a distance of 160 meter again. Again, because now it is moving with constant velocity. It is 40 meter per second, so speed is not changing. So for the time duration, that is from 8 to 12, that is 4 seconds. So distance covered is equals to distance covered, yani here distance is equals to speed into time. So speed is 40 and time is 4, so you'll again 160. So total distance covered would be 160 in the 8 seconds, first 8 seconds, and 160 meter in the remaining 8 seconds. So it will be 320 meter per second meter. With the total distance where it cover in the 320. Got my point or still having some doubt? All of you. All of you got my point or still having some doubt? सबको समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Miraj,
sir.
हाँ, Miraj, you got it? Miraj, are you there in the class? Miraj is there in the class. Yes, he is. So do question number 17. Do question number 17. That means 16. Sorry. Do question number 16 first. Question number 16, beta. Done, beta. Done. Question
Yes,
number
sir.
6. What's the answer?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes, sir.
What's the answer?
The 25 kilometer per hour.
Sir, 24 kilometer per hour.
So one is saying 24 and the other one is saying 25. So which one is the correct? So for this, I have told you that whenever you are going to solve such type of question, you need to do one thing here is that कि आपको ना एक ऐसा डिस्टेंस मान लेना है जो कि दोनों की स्पीड में कॉमन आ जाए. आप इन दोनों की स्पीड में कौन सा डिस्टेंस कॉमन आ जाएगा बताइए. मींस विच इज डिविजिबल बाय 30 एंड 20 बोथ. कौन सा डिस्टेंस ऐसा है जो 20 किलोमीटर से भी डिवाइड हो जाए और 30 से. जल्दी बताइए फटाफट से. 60 किलोमीटर.
Sir, 12.
Sir,
12.
2.
No, beta. Not.
2.
We are taking the LCM, not the HCF. LCM. Lowest common multiple means जिसका 30 भी मतलब मल्टीपल हो और 20 भी मल्टीपल हो. तो दैट नंबर इज 60. 60. तो अज्यूम कर लीजिए कि 60 जो है वो हमारा टोटल डिस्टेंस है. सो अगर 60 उसका टोटल डिस्टेंस है तो जाने में उसको कितना टाइम लग रहा है बेटा? 2 hours. T1 is 2 hours when he is traveling with a speed of 30 kilometer per hour. And आने में कितना टाइम लग रहा है when it is covering returning with the speed of 20 kilometer per hour? 3 hours. So T1 is equals to 2 hours, T2 is equals to 3 hours. तो total time कितना हो गया? 5. The total time is T1 plus T2. T2 is equals to 5 hours. And total distance is 60 जाने का 60 आने का. तो कितना हुआ? 120. So total distance is 120. So you have to write here 120 divided by 5. You cut it, you will get how much? 24. That is correct. That's all. So will you be got understood or still having some doubt?
So got it.
Miraj,
Doubt, sir.
doubt है भी?
No, sir.
No,
Amna?
sir.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Okay. So let's move further. Do question number 17 and then this will be the last question for you. Do question number 17.
Done, sir.
डन बेटा, हो गया? Done. Both of you. Hamna, Maridula, and Miraj. The velocity time graph is shown in the figure. The find the acceleration velocity means you need to find out the acceleration. Acceleration can be velocity time graph में slope of line will gives you the acceleration. So slope कैसे निकालेंगे हम लोग इस line का? Here the velocity is not changing, it is constant, so acceleration is 0. You see that with time the velocity is constant, which is 20 meters per second, so acceleration is 0. The velocity, its velocity कितनी है? तो v is equals to 20 meters per second, and the displacement distance covered by the cyclist in 15 seconds. So you know that the area under VT graph, we give displacement. So calculate this area in first 15 seconds. So 15 seconds में आप area निकाल लीजिए अब यहाँ
20
तक.
meter per second.
So 15 into 20,
300
that
meter.
300 meter. 300 ना बेटा?
Sir, 300